Today's video, must eat German food, the ultimate German food tour. I couldn't remember that one.
We are Greg and Lisa, an American couple living abroad in Spain. If you're curious about the crazy, funny, and surprising differences between the US and Europe, you came to the right place. And we are on our way to 5,000 subscribers, so go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you can get funny moments like this. Okay. All right. I'm super excited about this one.
Oh, I know. I can't wait. This was another recommendation from Heinz.
Yes. Thank you, Heinz.
Yeah.
All right. Then we're going to subscribe, and we're going to include a link in the description so you can go and support them. And this is Travel Beans. All right. Let's take a look here.
Yeah, we were looking forward to it.
Oh, yeah. I've been looking forward to this one for a long time. Yeah. We're about to do it, though.
Hello and welcome to Travel Beans. I'm Emma, behind the camera is Alex, and today we want to show you some of the foods that you have to try when visiting Germany.
For us, travel isn't only about seeing new places, but also about having new experiences. In this video, we hope to encourage you to try something new and to experience some of the delicious cuisine Germany has to offer.
My God.
Oh,
guys, we're back in Germany. I can't believe it. And we are so excited to be bringing you along.
Wait, I want to see what that is.
I wonder if that's the Princess Castle they talk about.
I don't know. Okay. Maybe you could share.
In Germany, I can't believe it, and we are so excited to be bringing you along on another series around Europe. We're making our way down to Italy. In the last series, we had such a blast on our trip around Bavaria, so we had to include Germany on our list of places this time. So we are here in Cologne, and as it turns out, there's more to German food than just sausages. So today, we're going to eat our way around this beautiful city. But first, make sure you leave in the comments what's your favorite German food, or what German food would you like to try.
Okay.
You?
I have subconsciously been training for this moment for about the last 10 years. Since in my 20s, I've been getting fatter and fatter every year, and now I've come to realise it's so my stomach would expand to fit this inside it. This is the pork knuckle, which is a popular dish here in Germany and especially in Bavaria. I had to get it just for the comically sized dinosaur bone that you would see in the Flintstone. I can't tell you the smells that are coming out of this, but it's outrageous. I have been addicted to German food since our last German series, and I went crazy for sausages. I wanted them everywhere. It's taken every inch of willpower to not get sausages and get something else, and I've still gone for pork. I've gone for the biggest bit of pork that's ever existed.
Sheets, sorry, that's her nickname. But that's your, it looks like sauerkraut.
I think that looks like sauerkraut.
Oh, God.
I love
It's quite good. I would
sauerkraut.
eat it. I would eat it. If we go to Germany, I'll eat it.
Yeah.
With that looks good. And that, I don't know what that brown stuff is.
I don't know.
Some kind of sauce, obviously.
Yeah,
some
anything
gravy,
with sour.
maybe?
I'd eat sauerkraut all by
Dang,
itself.
that looks good. Oh.
It looks so good.
Okay, sorry.
Traditionally, this was peasant food because it's an inexpensive cut of meat, which they would marinate over a number of days and then slow cook it over a number of hours. It comes on a bed of mashed potato with sauerkraut. Where do you start with this? It sounds very...
I love how throughout all places, mostly Europe, it seems like peasant food has been the best tasting.
Right.
The food that you just scrounge together with whatever's in the pantry
it's
and that kind of thing.
Made with love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Of mashed potato with sauerkraut. Where do you start with this? It sounds very salty. It looks perfect.
I wonder if it's salty.
Oh my God. Ridiculously good. It's as good as it looks, which is a massive compliment because it looks amazing.
Yeah, I bet you that.
Germany has to be one of the best places.
You think we can share that?
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot.
Oh, yeah. Easy. And I like it how it seems like it has a crusty outside. Oh,
dang, that looks good. Dang, I'm hungry.
Yeah, we haven't eaten lunch yet.
This is for meat eaters. I have talked in the past about Turkey being a great place. America's a great place for meat eaters. Germany is well on your list.
But Germany is not just for meat eaters. There is plenty to choose for vegetarians also.
Oh, nice.
I have gone for a traditional German noodle dish called Käsespätzle. It's essentially a German version of mac and cheese. You have noodles covered in cheese, and in this case, also covered in onions with a side salad. Not important. What we're here for is the cheesy nudes.
Oh,
I'd probably put some meat on there, though.
No.
No? Okay. That's good.
No, you don't need the meat.
Oh my God. Dang, she made that look good.
Yeah.
Shoot, I'm like, oh my God.
I know. Some people are really good at like showing
she-
food and tasting food, and some people aren't, but they're good.
Yeah, she.
That's really nice. The kind of the gravy and the onions on top give it a really savory, salty taste.
Dang.
Oh my goodness. I mean, it's definitely not healthy.
It looks like
it doesn't taste healthy in the slightest. But actually,
Worry about that later.
it looks like too, like there's that burnt cheese, that really good burnt
You think
cheese.
so? Or is
It's
that the
dark
gravy?
underneath when is it the gravy?
Maybe.
Oh, it could be the gravy.
I mean, it's definitely not healthy. It doesn't taste healthy in the slightest. But actually, the thing that I find with mac and cheese at home is it can be a bit too sickly. This doesn't taste like it's going to be too sickly because the cheese isn't an overpowering cheese taste. I think they usually use a mixture of cheeses, but usually stuff like Gouda, which is quite mild. This is delicious.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we never sickly. She said she thought it would taste too sickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a phrase we're not familiar
Yeah, I
with.
never heard that.
You all right there, Al?
I'm dying. That's not a normal amount of food to put in your body. I didn't even get like halfway through the meat. I've got it to take home with me.
Oh wow.
This is just the first meal. But we need to have the value of the best food to eat in Germany. So we must power on. Just give me a minute.
Oh my God, they're going on a food tour and they ate all that in the beginning?
Yeah.
I'm now ready for round 2, and the next thing to do has to be a beer garden. These things are all over Germany, and it's where you're going to get your snacks. I need a bit more time to create some more space for another big meal. So for now, the next thing that you need to try, I've never tried this before, so it's also the thing that I need to try, is Met, or Metbrocken, which is basically raw pork, yes, raw pork with bread. It also has raw onion on top. I'm pretty excited about basically all German food, and this is one.
Metbrecken, I think he called it.
I'm not excited about the raw onions.
Yeah, but they're the red onions.
The
so you
purple
don't
onions,
mind those.
Raw onion on
they're
top.
okay.
I'm pretty excited about basically all German food, and this is one that doesn't really excite me. Just the raw pork aspect.
Raw everything.
But here they serve it in a lot of the beer garden, so I've got to test it out.
I don't know.
But I'm sure, I mean, probably because he's thinking raw pork is, pigs are usually gross.
In America.
But I'm sure
for
it's treated, obviously, and
Yeah. Yeah, they wouldn't serve something that's full of bacteria and that everybody's getting sick and yeah. It's probably good.
Uh-oh.
Germany, you've done it again. It's amazing.
Really?
Oh, amazing. Wow.
I think inside it's just got maybe some spices, some salt and pepper. It doesn't
Looks like
taste
salmon.
raw. It's hard to explain. It just kind of tastes sausagey and nice and porky.
Is it like a pate?
Yeah, that's a good way to say it. So it's kind of like a pork pate. I think that they have specific ways of serving this so you don't get sick. So it has to be eaten on the day of being served. I can say that I'm pleasantly surprised, and you definitely have to try this when you come here.
I'm shocked.
We try
And
it.
then wash it
Yeah, I
down
try
with a
it.
local beer. Oh, the Germans, you nailed it.
I am super excited to try this. What I have ordered is Kartoffelpuffer, which is essentially potato rosties served with different things depending on what you're going for. One of the more traditional ways to have it is actually with apple sauce, which is not what I would think initially that you would.
That sounds so good and looks so good. I love how she's doing the vegan and he's doing the meat.
Vegetarian.
Oh, she's vegetarian. She said vegetarian.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because she ate cheese.
Yeah, cheese, yeah.
Mhm.
But that's a potato pancake in America.
Yes. that's
She called it
potato.
something else.
Oh.
Yeah, I forgot what she said.
traditional ways to have it is actually with
there.
apple sauce, which is
was
not what I would. One of the more traditional ways to have it is actually with apple sauce, which is not what I would think initially that you would team with potato rosties. So I'm really intrigued to try it. If you watched our last series when we were in Bavaria, we actually cooked up some of these to have with a breakfast, kind of in place of like a hash brown or a potato rosti. And it worked really well, although it's not the traditional way to have it. So today I thought I'd go a little bit more traditional and I try it with apple sauce. It's so crispy and crunchy. Oh, I don't know if you can hear that, but
That
it's just
sounds good.
listen to that.
And you know, in America, somebody will put some ketchup on it and just mess it all the way up.
Yes.
That looks good.
They
That
put ketchup
ain't
on
it.
everything.
Put ketchup on everything.
There's a
Ketchup
lot
and
of
ranch
oil
are
there.
big.
So, oh my goodness. So essentially, it's like potato, and then maybe to bind it, I think there's flour, maybe eggs also.
Oh, God, I could
But
eat
essentially,
that.
it's just potato. That's all it is. Okay, and so this is the apple sauce. It's actually
That's
got
very
really
good
big
too.
chunks of apple in there.
Oh, that's real applesauce.
Yeah. Just crunch it down, man. It make food sound so good. Like I just want to go
Some
over
people,
there.
I wonder if some people are, people don't like people chewing. Or hearing
She's
people
doing a
chew,
great
but-
job.
Yeah.
She's a great chewer.
Yeah.
All right.
Initially,
Great chewer.
you have all of this really crunchy, crispy corner bit. And then underneath that, you have this kind of salty,
They need to hire her.
I know.
She's doing good.
smooth potato bit on the inside with the sweetness from the apple. Surprisingly good. I can't decide which I prefer, with the apple sauce or savory. I think they're equally as good, but just for different times. This is definitely a must try in Germany.
Got it. Easy.
Something to make a note of if you're planning on coming to Germany in the summertime is the wasps. They are relentless and they're everywhere. They'll hover around your food, your beers, and especially, as we've just found out, the bakery. In Europe, if you're not going to the bakeries, you're doing something really wrong. Germany is no exception. There are so many things to choose from. It can be quite overwhelming. I actually went inside this bakery to get a pretzel.
That's interesting. Never heard of that.
The wasps.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
do they sting you or do wasps bite? I don't know.
They
Do they sting you?
sting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they? Oh, I'm just asking if they do.
Our youngest would. Doesn't like.
Yeah.
He's been stung multiple times by one wasp. So now he's kind of scared of them.
And then they're okay with it, but I guess they're probably not like nasty or dirty or anything.
No.
It's just the fear that you might get stung. by
Yeah,
one.
because I've seen bees around food before
Yeah.
somewhere,
Yeah.
and doesn't feel nasty.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah. Okay.
But I thought, why not try something completely new and something that I've seen everywhere here in Cologne especially. They're called nugget pretzels, and I actually don't think this is bread. I believe it's pastry twisted to look like a pretzel, which is covered in nugget and or nougat, I don't know how you pronounce that, and slices
Nougat.
of almond. I really have no idea what to expect, but there are hundreds of them hanging inside the bakery, so they must be popular.
oh man.
Even with all that wasp juice?
Yeah.
I hope the wasp juice is what gives it its delicious flavour. Well, I can see why the wasps like it. It's incredible.
Oh wow.
This is now my final meal of the day, and I'm going to be honest,
Okay.
I am struggling. So one of my little tips for anyone that needs a second wind is to get a Coke or a fizzy drink of your choice. Other brands are available.
That helps.
Now what you do is, if it's nice and fizzy, it should bubble up inside you.
Burp?
You have a little burp, and it frees up loads of space, and now I'm ready.
Wow.
Does it
For
really?
what is the final
No,
meal?
I've never
This
heard
is
that.
the world famous Schnitzel. If you've lived under a rock and you're like, what the hell is a Schnitzel? It's basically a piece of meat that has been pounded into its life and then covered in breadcrumbs and then fried. There is a bit of debate where this originally came from, but there is no debate that this is a very, very popular dish here in Germany. And it's the dish that was most recommended to me on our previous series in Germany. Very excited to try this. Can't believe I never have. considering it's just meat and breadcrumbs. This sounds right up my alley. I've gone for a pork one with mushroom sauce, which apparently the Germans love drizzling it on. So, when in Rome...
It's the Romans, dude.
Does that look as bad as it looks to me?
Yes.
I mean, I could do it in a nice, sexy way, but I think it's more funny to just let it, like, plop out.
Oh, yeah, I know.
He is having a good time.
And then one more. Ready? Plop. I already know that I'm going to love this. I just don't know how much I'm going to love it.
So your third pork dish today.
Oh, man,
I've had
that
a lot
looks
of pork,
amazing.
and not with no sausages, which for me is a miracle. I love it, obviously. In terms of the meals I had today, worst one of the day,
Oh my goodness.
which I am surprised about. It's a little bit dry, but I think
That's what
that's
the
the
gravy's
restaurant
for.
on that, not necessarily
Yeah.
the meal.
Gravy's
But I still love it. I don't care about that. The mushroom sauce is great as well, and there's a lot of choices for different types of ones. I went for mushrooms, but there is plenty for you to enjoy.
I wonder if that it's just dry there, but normally, like if
I don't know, it's
grandma's
pork.
making it, it's good, or
Pork
you know.
can tend to be dry, like pork chops. You know, I'm not
That's
a
true.
huge
That's
fan
true.
of pork chops.
Can be dry. Yeah.
So yeah.
Our final food on today's gastronomy tour of Germany is Flam Kuchen, which is essentially a flatbread or pizza style food. It's traditionally, rather than tomato base like the Italians would do it, it's covered in a creme fraiche base, and the traditional one is served with bacon and onions, but I've gone for a mushroom and onion version as I'm vegetarian. It's really thin on the base. I don't know if you can see quite how thin that is, but I think this is going to be a pretty epic beer garden snack because it doesn't look too stodgy. It doesn't look like it's going to fill me up too much, but it looks pretty tasty.
Too stodgy.
Starchy.
Oh,
Starchy.
starchy? Starchy?
Starchy.
Okay.
This is an epic beer garden snack. This base here is so thin and crispy and light. That's not going to fill me up at all, which is good because the beers certainly are.
Yeah.
The toppings are actually really thin. They haven't gone overboard with them or anything like that, so it's not too overpowering. It's light, it's tasty, perfect to have with a lovely German beer.
I need a C-section because this food baby is coming out snack.
I'm so full. But that was a pretty epic day.
That was pretty amazing. That was
That
more
food
calories
looks
than...
good.
Well, that's not more calories than I consumed in a day. I've done that before many times.
What was your favourite thing?
Okay, it wasn't even on the menu today. Sausages is still the number one thing I've had in
These are
Germany.
special.
Pork knuckle second. Schnitzel way down at the bottom compared to
Wow.
everything.
Oh wow.
Sausages is the must.
Which is
must
funny
have.
because actually today at the beginning of the day, Schnitzel was the thing you were most excited to try. Disappointing.
That's how it goes.
Whereas I was pleasantly surprised by the baked goods that we got at the bakery. I was
Oh,
not
really?
expecting that, and it was lovely.
So leave in the comments what food would you have most liked to try from
Oh man.
Oh man, that was great.
I
I can't wait to
can't
watch. We
wait.
need to watch some more food stuff.
Yeah, because I'm sure there's so many
Yeah.
more.
Because
They just scratched the surface.
yeah, just
Mhm.
scratch the surface. Okay, well, let's take a look here, see what other people have to say. All right, let's see here. Great video for eating pork knuckle and Kaschspätzle in Cologne is like it's like having an original Texan barbecue in Washington
Oh.
State.
So
Well, where are you supposed to eat it at?
It must. Well, they said it was Bavarian, and I don't think Cologne is in Bavaria, the Bavarian area.
I mean, I don't know. My ultimate favorite are Rindisralden or beef rolls
rolls.
served with sweet, sour, red
Oh,
cabbage and potato
man.
dumplings.
That sounds
Dang, that sounds good. German cuisine is majorly underrated. That's
Mm.
true. I don't know if I've ever even thought of you.
That's
All you think of
true.
like sausage. If you're
Yeah,
naive,
you think of sauerkraut,
Yeah.
sausages.
yeah, yeah. So, all right, man, that was a good one. Good job.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you on the next video.
Bye.
Peace.